Hey guys, I wanted to do a video just to kind of introduce myself. I hadn't done that on my YouTube channel, so I wanted to go ahead and do that. My name's Jennifer Pierce. I really am aspiring to be a musician one day, hopefully soon. Right now I just joined an academy called Ridley Academy. It's teaching me how to play the piano. I've been playing the piano for about a month and a half now. So it's going well. I'm learning a lot and I really love it. It's great. The community is great. Everyone's kind and everybody's supportive. So it's if you're looking to learn the piano or write music or anything like that, you should join. It's really cool. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I wanted to give a little bit of history about myself to you guys. I used to sing when I was, my whole life. People tend to ask me, when did you start singing? And I know it's kind of corny, but I'm like, I always kind of like to say like, oh, I've been singing since I was in the womb, you know, like, just forever. It used to be my coping mechanism when I was younger, and I would kind of hide it from everybody. Nobody knew I could sing. I remember my mom knocking on my door like, like, Jennifer, turn down the radio, and she didn't know it was me singing. So it was kind of like, ooh, like, I mean, I didn't know she could hear me. It was kind of embarrassing. But yeah, another reason why I joined is because I'm kind of really shy. I get really weirded out with cameras and it just freaks me out. I don't know, I get all like, ooh. But anyway, I have to get over it. You know, I have to just grow. But anywho, to get into the actual subject, I was in a really bad car accident about 5 going on 6 years ago. Ended up breaking my back. And as more time went on, I started to realize that there was a lot of other things wrong with me. Like my jaw's dislocated, my shoulders are dislocated. I have 2 cysts in my head that are growing. I don't know what they are, but they're cysts, you know, whatever. And then I was in a second car accident on I think it was like the day or like the week of the deposition of my first accident. Somebody else ended up hitting me and my ex and broke my back again. As time went on, you know, ENT, neurologists, I had a lot of physical problems. I would say about 4, 5, 6 months ago, I couldn't even say full sentences continuously. I still have a problem with it. I have real bad memory loss from a disease I acquired from, basically the way that I see it is I hit my head on the steering wheel, probably broke my nose, never got treated, got an infection in there. The infection ended up causing these cysts. That's what I'm making the assumption. And it created a disease called Meniere's disease, which eventually what they've dubbed me with, or whatever you want to call it, basically I'll have permanent hearing loss in both my ears, and I'll lose, I believe, the ability to speak because I have that problem now where my tongue goes completely lame and I can't say words properly, and I kind of sound like I'm slurring my words. So learning something new is extremely difficult for me. It's like some days I can literally wake up and completely forget everything that I did the day before. It's like a completely just blank slate. Like I have to start all over again, you know, and it's extremely frustrating when you're trying to learn something new. So yeah, it sucks. And yeah, I do have, I mean, there's times where I can't hear at all out of my ears. I can't hear anything. Or it'll be one ear or the other, or it'll go back and forth, or it'll be extremely painful. So I kind of started my channel, if you will, almost I think about a year ago, because I wasn't even singing. When the ENT told me like, oh, you're gonna, you know, lose your hearing, you're gonna have permanent hearing loss, I completely went into like a depression. Like it was even worse than hearing my back was broken, you know. It was just like, what? Because I love music so much, and it was like, no, you're not gonna tell me like that I can't do the one thing I love the most out of everything. This is like air. It's more, it's everything to me, you know? So it was extremely painful to have to hear, I'm sorry, I have to move, my back's killing me right now. But yeah, so I ended up getting Meniere's disease, which gives me real bad vertigo, tinnitus, all sorts of problems. You know, and then with my back being broken, luckily I'm still able to walk. Basically, my bones are all broken and shattered in my back. The center part of my back is compressed, and then my neck is all like bulging, and who knows, because I haven't even been back for the second accident, so I don't even know really what's back there. But so I kind of wanted to start my channel like I'm sorry, I went back. See, this is what I mean, I forget. So I also want proof of what I go through, because people don't understand it. They see this and they see pictures of me and they think like that I'm normal and oh, there's nothing wrong with her, and I've gotten ridiculed so much. I mean, it's kind of like sad that people go that far. Like they don't know the things that people are struggling with, and they still want to make them feel that low, you know? And it's like, I don't like that. You know, I like people that are strong. I like people that build people up. I think it's beautiful to stand by a friend, a neighbor, a person, human, you know, and just uplift them. Like, I don't understand why this world has to be so bashing and so like, oh, you know, like why? You know, when we can just love one another, build one another up for what we are, for whatever it is that we are, whatever it is our journey is, and just kind of build each other up. But anyway, I'm sorry, going back to the ENT. Yeah, you know, when he told me that I was gonna go deaf, I went into a real bad depression, and I didn't sing since that date of that. It was like maybe 6 months after my accident. I completely stopped singing. I completely stopped doing anything musically. I just completely stopped living. You know, I was just not me. I always kind of use this phrasing like that. I was like this dead man walking, you know, just existing. People treated me like if I wasn't even there. They treated me like I was already dead, you know, but they wouldn't even talk to me. I would just ignore me. So I wanted to start my channel a year ago because I didn't want that anymore for myself. I didn't want people to feel like they had to take care of me. I didn't want for people to treat me like I was dead, like I wasn't even alive, like I didn't matter, you know, because I am alive. I have a heartbeat, I have a mind, I think. Just because at that time, like my thoughts couldn't come so quickly to me. So I'd be like, and I try to say what I wanted to, and it was like my mind was like thinking, but my tongue was lame, like nothing would come out of my mouth. It just wouldn't connect, you know. So about a year ago, I wanted to sing, but I couldn't hear properly. So I have this real big shower in this house, and it echoes very beautifully. And I remember going in there, and I hadn't sang in years, you know, And I went in there, and I went, and I literally ran underneath my bed like a child, underneath my covers, and I didn't sing because I was so scared I was going to sound so horrible, you know, or that nothing would come out, or that I just wouldn't be able to hear what I sounded like. It was so scary to me. It's terrifying, actually. So when you actually look at my videos when I first started, because my memory was so bad, I would be listening to the song as I would sing. So that's why it was like so boring, you know, because it was like, but I couldn't remember. These are songs that I knew But I knew, like, if they were tattooed on me, and after the accident, I didn't remember them at all. I didn't remember them at all. Not even as I was listening to them. Sometimes I'd have to record the video over and over again because, like, I'm not good at editing. So it was like a one-shot, deal. But yeah, and so I learned, I read on my condition, or, like the types of conditions that I have with post-concussion syndrome and all the blah of everything that I have. I read that if you learn a different language, you can retrain your brain to travel different routes so that you can speak quicker. So instead of learning a different language, well, I kind of did learn a different language. I learned a song, Le Veille en Rose, or however you say it. I kind of learned that song, so that helped me. But I started to learn how to play the guitar. And then I got into this academy, and I'm starting to learn how to play the piano, and I can already tell how much more better my speech is, even though I still do have the problems like right now. It's not as difficult as it used to be. So, I mean, this is another reason why I started my channel, is because I want people who have gone through things in their life to know they're not alone, to know to fight still, to not ever give up, because this world, you can't give up. You cannot give up in this world. You have to keep striving. You have to keep doing. You have to keep evolving. If you don't, you will drown, and I don't want that for anybody. I don't want that for no one. I want everyone to be successful, and I want everyone to strive for their better of themselves. I want them to be the professional that they want to be. I want them to be happy. I want them to live life and just be grand, like, why can't we just support one another? And I also want to get real into why I'm starting my channel. It's not just only for people who are, disabled, or people who are going through a depression, but also, I mean, to get very, 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 very personal, and I'm sorry this is so hard for me to say. I also want to be an advocate for women who have been raped, but not just women, men, women, everyone, children. I've been raped before, more than once. And I do not want anybody to ever feel like they're alone, because nobody's alone. You're not alone, okay? You are strong. And I believe in you so much. And I believe in humanity, and I know that if we really tried, guys, we could do so well, and we could really turn things around for the better. And I know it's difficult, but we have to be the ones that do it. We can't depend on anybody. We have to do it. We have to be the fighters. So I want to accomplish something big. And I want it to be music, because I love it so much. And so I'm gonna fight every day. Because I want you guys to fight every day too. Anyway. It's just one of the first videos. I'm sorry, I'm crying. It's gross. I'll try to do this more often, guys, where I get a little bit more in depth with things, and kind of let you know a little bit more about myself. So, alright, I love you guys, and stay safe, and be smart, make wise decisions, and be kind. Be loving. There's no better way to be, and there's no stronger way to be, because you have to be exceptionally strong to be kind. So don't forget that, okay? All right. Love you guys. One love.